I've spent my life hunting down fugitives and exposing evil that preys on the innocent. Predators come from all backgrounds, promising security or hope, but delivering only heartbreak. Tonight we reveal how the American dream can turn dark, when opportunity is twisted into exploitation. These are stories of Indian origin individuals who built empires on lies, devastating lives across America. Greed has no nationality, it corrupts anyone, anywhere. Here are the top 10 Indian origin fraud cases in America that shocked the nation and the world. Let's get started. Number 1. Rishi Shah, founder of Outcome Health. Hailed as a healthcare visionary, Shah convinced investors and pharmaceutical giants to pour millions into his company. But behind the scenes, Shah and his team falsified data, inflating ad performance and deceiving everyone. They created fake reports, propping up a billion-dollar valuation on pure fiction. Pharmaceutical companies paid for advertising that never reached real patients. The fraud was massive, nearly $1 billion raised on lies. When the truth emerged, Outcome Health collapsed, investors lost fortunes, and trust in healthcare tech was shattered. Shah was convicted, marking one of the biggest startup frauds in U.S. history. He could have built something real, but chose deception. The American dream became a billion-dollar lie. Shah's legacy is disgrace, not innovation. Justice caught up with him. He's paying the price. Next, John Kapoor, founder of Insys Therapeutics. Kapoor's company made Subsys, a powerful fentanyl spray meant only for severe cancer pain. But Kapoor wanted more profit, so he bribed doctors to prescribe Subsys for anything, turning them into drug pushers. Insys employees lied to insurers, staged sham speaker events, and celebrated high-dose prescriptions. Patients were hooked on a drug 100 times stronger than morphine. The opioid crisis deepened, lives were lost, and profits soared. Kapoor became the first pharma CEO convicted for crimes fueling the opioid epidemic. His greed left a trail of shattered families and broken lives. He's in prison, but the damage endures. This was profit over human life. Kapoor's legacy is a warning to all. Some criminals use a gun. Rajat Gupta used a phone. As head of McKinsey and a board member at Goldman Sachs, Gupta had access to the world's most sensitive secrets. He leaked confidential information to hedge fund manager Raj Rajaratnam, enabling illegal million-dollar trades. Gupta's betrayal was systematic, insider tips for personal gain. The investigation revealed a web of secret calls and coded messages. Gupta's conviction sent shockwaves through Wall Street. Prestige and power couldn't save him. He lost everything: titles, fortune, freedom. His story is a cautionary tale. No one is above the law. Greed toppled a titan. The fall was spectacular. Justice was served. Virendra and Narendra Rastogi built a global metals trading empire, on paper. Their business was a phantom, propped up by fake companies, forged documents, and non-existent shipments. They fooled banks worldwide, borrowing hundreds of millions against imaginary trades. It was a classic Ponzi scheme. New loans paid off old ones, while the brothers lived lavishly. Investigators unraveled a web of shell companies and fake transactions spanning continents. When the money dried up, the empire collapsed. The truth: there was no real business, just a $683 million fraud. The Rastogis were arrested and sentenced to long prison terms. They didn't build an empire, they orchestrated a massive theft. Their story is a warning to global finance. In 2024, Dr. Anand was exposed for putting profit over patients. He prescribed unnecessary treatments, exaggerating illnesses to justify expensive, risky procedures. Patients trusted him, but he saw them as dollar signs. Anand also billed Medicare for phantom services, stealing from taxpayers and endangering lives. His files were filled with lies, all to maximize his payouts. The investigation revealed systematic, shameless greed. Anand lost his license, reputation, and freedom. He violated the Hippocratic Oath for money. His case is a chilling reminder: predators can wear white coats. Justice prevailed for his victims. The opioid crisis has many villains. Irreversible. The fight against the opioid epidemic starts in every doctor's office. Some crimes are about money, others, a sick abuse of power. Dr. Ritesh Kalra used his clinic as a hunting ground, exploiting vulnerable patients. He traded prescription pills for sexual favors, preying on those struggling with addiction. Kalra's actions were a profound violation of trust and human dignity. He combined the greed of a pill mill doctor with the predatory nature of a sexual offender. The legal process is about holding him accountable and giving victims a voice. Kalra's case is a fight for justice for every patient betrayed by someone they trusted. The white coat can hide monsters. Kishan, Patel and Moinuddin targeted elderly Americans with a cruel phone scam. They posed as tech support or bank officials, creating panic and convincing seniors to hand over life savings. Victims were manipulated into transferring money, often through gift cards or wire transfers. The emotional and financial damage was devastating. Justice caught up. Patel and Moinuddin were sentenced to prison. But the scars for victims remain. This case is a stark reminder. Protect your elderly loved ones from relentless predators. Awareness is the best defense. In Louisiana, motel owner Chandrakant Patel orchestrated a scheme exploiting the U-visa system. He staged fake armed robberies with a corrupt police officer, selling victim status to undocumented immigrants. False reports clogged the system, making it harder for real victims to get help. Over 60 fraudulent cases were uncovered. Patel's actions mocked true victims and corrupted law enforcement. He was charged for defrauding the government. This case exposes the dark side of humanitarian programs. Greed turned a lifeline into a tool for corruption. Anil Mangukia and Yash Navadia ran a gold bar courier scam targeting seniors. They posed as federal agents, convincing victims to convert savings into gold bars for protection. The scammers then collected the gold, stealing entire life savings. Losses were staggering, sometimes over $120,000 per victim. These criminals used fear, technology, and trust to manipulate the vulnerable. Law enforcement caught them, but the threat remains. Educate your loved ones. No government agency will ever ask for cash or gold. These scams thrive on secrecy and fear. Knowledge is the best weapon. 10 stories of trust betrayed, from boardrooms to clinics to phone calls. Greed knows no nationality, it destroys lives everywhere. The victims are real: investors, patients, seniors. We expose these crimes to empower and protect. Knowledge is our best defense. Stay vigilant, protect your loved ones, and speak up. We'll keep exposing the truth, one story at a time.